We'll call this meeting of the Committee of the Whole to order at 6:34. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Allen,
Here.
Mayor Murphy,
Here.
Mr. Miller,
Here.
Mr. Doherty,
Here.
Mr. Delph,
Here.
Mrs. Witt,
Here.
Ms. Marcus.
Here. We have the approval of the minutes from our July 9th meeting. If there are no corrections, they will be approved as they are. Hearing none, they are approved. Finance Director, did you have anything?
No, I do not. Thank you.
City Manager,
I have no items, Ms. Marcus. Thank you.
Mayor Murphy,
Nothing at this time, thank you.
Law Director,
No, ma'am, thank you.
Clerk of Council.
Nothing at this time, thank you.
Are you going to send us an update with the missing pages that we talked about earlier?
The city manager report, that is not missing. It was not entered in as the city manager was out of the office last week.
It will
That
be
they did not
provided.
submit one?
It's completed. I'll send it out.
Okay,
to everyone.
okay, I
Yep.
just wondered what was going on with it.
Yep.
Thank you. We'll move into business. We have nobody here to speak, so, parking along Butler Avenue and Sibley Avenue.
Hi, so this item was brought to our attention from several complaints that we've had from other residents in the area. Butler Avenue is a narrow street at 18 feet wide, and Sibley Avenue is only 15 feet wide. And since these streets are so narrow, they function more of a dead-end fire apparatus access road more than an actual thoroughfare. So currently, Butler Avenue restricts overnight parking on the south side of the road, and that's the side of the road right next to Holes Creek. And then Sibley Avenue has no restrictions currently. So in order to provide more safety and better fire access, we wanted to restrict that parking. On Butler Avenue, we want to say no parking on the south side ever, since it's only 18 feet wide. Having cars on both sides would restrict access entirely. And then for Sibley Avenue, since it's so narrow, having no parking on either side so that traffic can continue to go up and down freely.
Yeah, I think we need to clarify on Sibley that it's only the portion of Sibley between Woodwood and Rand, because there are 3 Sibleys. One of them is in Miami Township, the other one is also in Moraine. We got 2 in Moraine. Other than that, I happen to agree. Does anybody else have any comments?
No.
Questions? I know, but it doesn't specify only between Woodwood and Rand. Okay, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion. Go ahead. To have a necessary legislation.
Any other questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mayor Murphy,
Yes.
Mr. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Doherty,
Yes.
Mr. Delph,
Yes.
Mrs. Witt,
Yes.
Mrs. Allen,
Yes.
Ms. Marcus.
Yes. Our next item is the building maintenance budget transfer, full-time wages to building maintenance.
Yes, the building maintenance overtime expenditures have slightly exceeded the budget, and with 23 pay periods yet to go and a few more events remaining this year, there's a need to increase the overtime budget. A significant amount of this was caused by the 4th of July celebration. No one anticipated a 2-day event and the impact that was going to have on overtime. And then as well as I believe the restroom trailer that took some time to get that up and running. So building maintenance they have 1 part-time and 2 full-time positions that have remained vacant for the year. So the wage budget alone for those positions is $166,000. So there's more than enough savings in their budget to cover the extra overtime. So based upon the number of hours that were used in overtime for the entire year of 2025, we estimated another 20 hours for the rest of the year initially. And this item I prepared very quickly before I went on vacation last week. And after I came back and spoke with Rocky some more about it, we were originally requesting to transfer $1,600, but he would like to have an extra amount in there So I'm requesting to do the transfer for $3,000 from full-time wages to the overtime wage budget line item. So I'd like to request to have legislation prepared for council to approve a transfer of $3,000 between those accounts.
Questions or comments? I'll make a motion that we have legislation drawn up for the transfer of wages to building maintenance. Any other questions or comments?
My mic wasn't on. I make a motion that we have a transfer of full-time wages to building maintenance. Have legislation prepared. For $2,000.
3,000. 3,000 is the request.
For 3,000.
Any other questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Doherty,
Yes.
Mr. Delph,
Yes.
Mrs. Witt,
Yes.
Mrs. Allen,
Yes.
Mayor Murphy,
Yes.
Ms. Marcus.
Yes. We have nobody here to appear before council, so we're going to staff and council reports and start with the fire department.
Nothing to report, ma'am. Thank you.
Police department,
Nothing to report, ma'am. Thank you.
building maintenance,
Thank you for adjusting that. I really appreciate you guys working with us, and have a good weekend.
street department,
No report, thank you.
Parks and Rec,
Nothing to report, thank you.
building and zoning,
No report, thank you.
city engineer,
No report, thank you.
city planner,
Nothing to report, thank you.
community development,
No report, Ms. Marcus. Thank you.
law director,
No, ma'am, thank you.
finance director,
No, ma'am, thank you.
city manager,
No items, Ms. Marcus, thank you.
clerk of council,
Nothing, thank you.
Mayor Murphy,
Nothing to report at this time. Thank you.
Mr. Delph,
Just to remind everybody about National Night Out on the 4th with the movie night for Parks and Rec afterwards. That's it.
Mr. Daughtery,
No report, Miss Marcus. Thank you.
Mr. Miller,
Yeah, could I ask for 3 updates, either tonight or maybe at the next Cal meeting? I was just curious where we were with the amphitheater. The last time we talked about, we were talking, or the staff was investigating whether we would tear down the building, the old Splash Marine pump house, or not. Do we have any update, or you want to just do that next meeting? Or?
So I'll let Rocky talk briefly, but we've kind of come to the conclusion, as council did in the work session, to keep the existing building and work around it. And you will recall that that is a proposed CIP item for 2027. So there's a little bit of time right now, and Rocky's been knee-deep in some other projects. But Rocky, do you want to give any kind of update on that?
Yeah, sure. So it's kind of tricky for me because we're kind of doing hypothetical situations, and I'm trying to get contractors to work with me on this, knowing that this could or could not, come to light here. So me trying to reach out and get multiple different, because the way I'm trying to work it is to try to get different pieces, roof bids, to see what the old roof combined with what the new awning would look like over top. So the numbers that I'm going to be able to bring to you guys, they're going to be very, they're not concrete numbers. And the reason for this is because a lot of this stuff, like the roof, attaching this new awning to the existing roof, will take some engineering. So some of these contractors aren't wanting to really hard lock in, like, hey, they're giving me really hypothetical, like they can see it being within these ranges on fixing things, on making it up to date for what we're looking for. Every one of them have agreed and said, yes, this is a very doable. And the renderings that we've showed, everybody is like, yeah, this would be super nice, and it's very achievable to make happen. So me and Mike we've been in discussion multiple times over this. I've slowly been trickling numbers into him when they're coming in. And then like Mike said, I've been knee deep in other projects to where it's kind of tied me up in other stuff, but we'll continue to work hard in getting you guys what you want for the budgets.
Right, for the 2027 budget where it was identified in the CIP, and we have not received the letter yet, but I was informed that we are going to get a small from our request from the state capital budget to assist with that. I think it was in the 50,000 or 100,000 range, and then also, which we mentioned before in the prior meeting, the demo costs we're no longer going to spend. So that's additional savings. So Rocky's kind of taking all that into account in the budget.
I have a question about that. If we do that, we have the amphitheater there. Have you talked to the fire department about the fireworks? Because that's too close to fireworks, so where are we going to set them up?
I've talked to, well, I can't specifically say I've talked to Tracy. Hatcher has definitely made it known that, hey, we have to think this one through.
Right.
And it may be something that we have to relocate back to the traditional, how it used to be back in the old days when we had it further out.
If we go up on the levee, there's too many trees. That was the main thing we were starting to talk about, why we brought it down into the park was because we couldn't see them because of the trees. West Carrollton they saw them perfect, but we can't see them if we put them back up on the levee. So I don't want to go with this amphitheater if it's going to mess up our fireworks too at the same time. I want that taken into consideration. What can we do if we do fireworks down there? Can we just rope it off and not have anyone and still have everyone sit where they're going to sit and say, you can't sit in the amphitheater,
So
watch fireworks?
it's kind of a tricky thing because
I
if you
know.
look at Brent's master park plan, it originally has the amphitheater fairly close, within probably
Right.
20 yards of where the existing building is. So
Right.
we would have been crossing this bridge either
but I'm
either
just
now
asking, are we-
or yeah.
So we are taking it into consideration
sure,
when you bring it to us.
Yeah, and I've spoke with West Carrollton also and kind of tried to work around. They've came to me actually
Oh, yeah.
and asked me how can they get back in good with our city to try to get in with the fireworks again. And I'm like, that's above my pay grade. So I would more than be happy to pass any phone numbers I got to you guys. But
I just don't want it back up on the levee
Yeah.
because then we can't see it because the trees have grown so tall that if you're sitting down, you're not going to see
I mean, maybe we
the lower ones. Were
maybe we move it
fantastic.
to the ball field. Maybe because if we're transitioning more towards the front of the rec center and that side, maybe that's that 500 feet that we need to go over towards the other side of the field. Maybe
Right.
we just relocate that direction instead of.
Yeah, I was just asking
Yep.
that as long as we're taking that into
Yep.
consideration when it's brought to us. Oh, yeah, he's talked to me. And that was a concern that I had, that what were we going to do? I didn't want it to go back up on the levee.
That concern's been with us from the moment we even started thinking this idea through. Is like, what's this look like? Because then we're not renting a stage. Our band is going to be in our new
Right.
amphitheater.
Yep.
I mean, there's a cost savings to that too. So
Yeah.
is it just a transition over to maybe a new area that we've just not done before and it could work in a different area?
Right. Okay. That's all I had.
Yep.
Thank you for that update. Also, I was curious, since we've, on the rebranding project, we're beginning to call the rec center the Marine Rec Center. So is there any timetable on when we'll get the actual sign on the building changed?
So Aaron actually just invited me to a meeting, I believe it's next week, with a sign company to start getting the numbers on what a new sign is going to cost us to replace the old sign on the front of the rec center. So Aaron's working hard on putting that together. That would be just the marker on, if you look at the rec center right now, the plaque on the front of the building, the digital sign, that's more Aaron could probably speak on. It's in the same meeting.
Oh, it's the same.
Yeah, same time. We wanted to wait to do the digital because we knew the name change was happening. Didn't make sense to do it last year and then change it again this year, so.
Great, thank you. And also lastly, what's the latest on Wawa timetable when they might open and how they come in with their construction?
Really no timetable on it right now. I think the contractors were to be determined when their permits were approved, so we haven't really heard a whole lot back from them on that.
They have completed the initial contractor has had the site completed and it's being inspected by Wawa, and then they hand it over to the contractor. They'll start pouring pavement and installing features and then start building. So we're on from, I would say, phase 1 onto phase 2.
I do know the concrete just went out for bid. So
It's been on there for some time, for last couple weeks or so. They're just standing water, and that's going to draw mosquitoes. And then, of course, we're going to have the thing where we have more rain, and we have to have some way of draining that off, or that street's going to flood again like it used to.
So the site, the way that it's set up right now is it's graded to the sub-base the sub-base elevation. On top of the sub-base elevation will go the gravel, the base courses, and the asphalt courses, concrete foundations, and things like that. So that the way that the site looks right now is actually probably a foot lower than what the final gradings will be. And because the aprons have to be put in before all of this work can be done, it's going to hold water now until they're able to start putting in the gravel and the roads and the asphalt. It's part of the construction process, and the way that Wawa performs it, it's a little bit longer of a gap than you might see at other construction sites because they switch over from a mass grading contractor to a fine building contractor.
I just want to make sure it's being taken care of, and since it's got water and it's standing in it most of the time now, I have concerns about what it's going to be like when it's finished.
It's lower than what the finished elevation will be, so it won't flood. It'll have positive drainage to the detention basin that they're planning to put in. And I've ensured that all of the grading, the existing dry wells, they all have enough storage to be able to accommodate for any kind of improvements that will be done on site. So there won't be any flooding once it's done, but we won't get there until the site is finished.
I do know that the concrete just went out for bid, and if I remember correctly, I think it was for the end of August, beginning of September.
I have a question. There used to be metal things in the street there on Springboro, right there by Sunoco, so that people could not turn left. Well, but the plastic was, but on the bottom it was metal things that you didn't really want to drive your car over. Because I notice now people are starting to turn left there, which blocks the traffic up into the intersection. Somebody's coming down and they want to turn. Are we going to replace all of that so people cannot turn left right there?
My plan was to put in a special island that prevents traffic from being able to enter the road from there. If we put those bollards up or even just the metal domes, they're going to catch the plows and tear the street and the plow up.
Okay. Just as long as we're going to put something, because people are starting to turn left there, and it just backs you right up into the intersection. Then the light changes and you're just sitting there.
It
So,
also caused a lot of accidents, from what I understand, years ago. Those were put up when Bob Rosencrantz was mayor.
no.
And then I think people tore some of the stuff down because they couldn't make left turns.
Yeah.
and then it gradually got deteriorated to where we just had the turtles in the street.
Yeah.
And something definitely needs to be done because it will back up that intersection.
Yeah.
It will back up 741. And we're talking about increased traffic, a lot of it from Wawa, because we're talking about bringing people down off the interstate. And then we're going to have, when West Carrollton gets their thing going with their resort idea and their hotels, we're going to have even more traffic.
Oh.
So I don't know what that's going to be like 10, 20 years from now.
Okay, that's the only question I had.
All right, thank you, everyone, for the updates. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you. And Mrs. Witt, did you have anything?
No, thank you.
Mrs. Allen?
I think I do. I heard a lot of discussion about Wawa. I couldn't understand all that was said, but I had a call from a gentleman this afternoon, and he wanted to know when the completion date would be, or if there was an estimated completion date.
There currently isn't, Ms. Marcus, or I'm sorry, Aura, but we will, once we understand who the contractor is that's building the building, we'll share that with everyone on council.
Okay, so you
And
don't
try to
know
get
yet.
that out to the public.
Okay.
They haven't shared an actual completion date for us or an opening date at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, someone called and wanted to know when they'd start repaving Kettering Boulevard.
Timing for that.
Kettering Boulevard is, they're currently working on the storm structure, the infrastructure there, replacing all those basins. And once they got all that settled, they should start paving. I'm looking at the 2nd to 3rd week of August for paving of Kettering Boulevard.
Sometime in August, okay.
Mhm.
All right. I thought I saw them already working there. Okay, thank you.
Well, I have nothing, so at this time, we'll adjourn at 6:56.